All right. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. We are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the MetsXMFanZone Live Podcast, home of your everything New York Mets. If you guys love our shows, you guys can always tweet, like, and subscribe and to get more of your Mets news. You guys can always share, like, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to hit all those notifications so that way you don't miss a moment of our live streams. And plus, we will be gratefully appreciated if you share, hit the star button, hit the whatever buttons that, that show your support. Please feel free to do that. So that way we give you guys all of your updates and news and whatnot. So that way I can talk to the players, get down on the field and chat with them on a daily basis. So by doing that, it's greatly appreciated if you share, like, and subscribe. If you guys would like to see all of our live streams, you guys can check it out on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. It keeps you up. We do live Met streams on there. I give you guys my reactions, post-game, pre-game, and if you guys enjoy it, please always share, like, and subscribe to it. All right, so we got today's matchup. We'll go right into today's game. The Mets do start at 1:10. It is a spring training matchup. They are home for today's game. We got the New York Mets versus the Houston Astros. Game does start at 1:10. Again, if you want to see this live game today, it is on our website. There is a complete feed on there for use. It is on SNY, but however, if you cannot catch SNY and you don't have it in your area, MetsXMFanZone is the way to go. It gives you live Met games. It is VPN secured. You'll never get blackouts. How MLB does it? MLB blocks you for seeing these games. We do not. So if you are subscribing, that's the benefit of us as opposed to MLB Network. We give you the MLB Network on our streams. We give you SNY streams also as well. And we do have a new feature on our website as well. If you're on the go and you cannot see the streams, we now have a radio station on our website. So if you become a member, you can listen to our radio stream straight off of our website. However, you could flip it over to your mobile device and you can listen to it, and you can put it on your radio. You could put it on your phone. You could even put it on in your car. Like, you can hit the play button and just listen to the game, and it is an SNY feed. It's not a radio feed. It's a complete SNY feed, and you'll be able to listen to it in your car, or if you're walking and you put it in your headphones, you can listen to it. It's so cool. It was so funny. It was because I was talking to my people and I said, "Hey, we need to give our fans and all the people the ability to listen to the game without watching it." And now we are finally giving you that feature on our website, so you guys can now have it for you now. In regards to downloading our feed, I know we have been working, not download feed, to download the app. I know a lot of people have been asking about it. If you are a paid subscriber, you will be able to get our app, I think it's tomorrow. So we should have the app available tomorrow. It was pushed back until the 5th. We might be pushing it back to the 9th. We're still trying to get some better test. We're in the middle of testing out the apps. My team was having issues with it, but we should be able to get it ready to go by no later than 10th. So we are working around the clock. We're getting our viewers and our subscribers and checking it out. So hopefully we'll let everybody know on that. But again, if you would like to check out today's game, we got the New York Mets versus the Houston Astros. Game does start at 1:10, and it is on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. And plus, if you sign up to a monthly subscription, you get totally spring training absolutely free for it's like 30 games, and you could get SNY. You get spring training absolutely free for 30 games. So you guys can check that out by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. All you have to do is go to the pricing plan on the website, and you are good to go. All right, so enough with me giving all these advertisements. Let's get into today's game matchup. So we got Adrian Houser for the New York Mets. We weren't able to see his last. Well, you guys weren't able to see his last start. It wasn't on TV, but he did go 2.5 innings. He had 1 strikeout, ERA at 3.56. What we saw out of his last matchup, I mean, again, new guys coming into a new team need to get their feet wet just a little bit. I'm kind of like not really worried about his last start, but we're going to be able to see his start in today. Now he's got a lot of lefties and righties in today's game. So last matchup he was pitching against a lot of righties. His career in right-handing is a 2.50. His left-handing against batters is a 1.89 ERA. It's still spring training, still a couple of starts in. I'm really not worried on this matchup here. However, for the Houston Astros, we do got Jose Uvalde. So, I mean, he had his last start was 6.98 with 3 strikeouts. He is 0-0. Same thing with Adrian Houser, 0-0. So these guys are not going to go down the stretch very long. It kind of goes by based on a little bit later into the month. We'll be able to see these guys go a little bit longer and stretching out these innings. This is his second start, if I'm not mistaken. Second start, we're able to see Adrian Houser, and this is also the second start for Jose Uvalde. All right, so let's go ahead into today's matchup. We got batting first for the Houston Astros, Jake Myers. He is playing center field. Batting second, playing catching behind today is Yamir Diaz. Then batting third, playing first base, is John Singleton. Batting fourth, playing left field, is Corey Jukes. Batting fifth and playing third base is David Hensley. Batting sixth and DH in today's game is Will Wagner. Sorry. Then batting seventh, playing right field, is Kennedy Correa. And then batting eighth, playing second base, is Shea Whitcomb. And then batting ninth and playing shortstop is Gray Kisslinger. And that's the lineup for the Houston Astros. And now, here is your lineup for your 2024 spring training lineup. And that's today's for the New York Mets. Is batting first and playing left field, and is going to probably be playing left field the majority of the 2024 season, and that is Brandon Nimmo. Batting second and playing right field, and of course going to be your everyday right fielder, is Sterling Marte. Batting third and playing third base, and yesterday had a home run, which was, again, a really good home run, and we'll analyze it right after the lineup, but that was Brett Beatty. And then batting fourth, DH, and a very good power hitter. I would like to see a little bit more out of him coming down the stretch here in spring, and that is Luke Voit. batting fifth and playing first base. Another guy that's very interesting, I think he's also going to make the roster too as well, is Jing Mang Chung. And then batting sixth and playing center field. And I kind of liking what I'm seeing out of Tyrone Taylor. And he is playing in today's matchup. Tyrone Taylor. Then batting seventh and catching and is going to be your backup for Francisco Alvarez. And that is Omar Narvaez. And then batting eighth and playing second base. And probably might see him right now for a little bit because we did hear that Jeff McNeil is a little bit banged up right now. But obviously we'll find out. Tell you guys a little bit of the update after this, and that is Raylan Brandon. And then batting ninth and playing shortstop for today's game, which Francisco Lindor is out for today, and that will be Zach Short. And that is the lineup for today's game. Now, again, if you guys would like to see today's game, it is on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. We got the New York Mets playing the Houston Astros. Game does start at 1:10, and it is on our website 24/7. We have a full live feed for you guys by going onto our website at MetsXMFanZone.org. All right, so we got a couple of news updates for you guys. We did hear that the Mets did yesterday a cut. They cut about 10 guys. Yesterday was the first round of cuts, so they're kind of like cutting a lot of guys, and we have a list here of those guys that were cut yesterday, and that was catcher Kevin Parada, infield Jet Williams, obviously, infielder Luis Angel Acuna, which I do like a lot. I wanted to be able to see him a little bit more, but it's okay. Outfielder Drew Gilbert, right-handed pitcher Kristen Scott, right-handed pitcher Mike Vessel, which I love that guy. Right-handed pitcher Eric Cruz. Right-handed pitcher Cam Robinson, which I like too. And left-handed pitcher Danny Young, which I like too. And I kind of want to get into a couple of these guys. And then, so I wanted to touch a little bit on Senga's update. So Here is the latest news on Kodai Senga. So as of right now, we are hearing Kodai Senga will be out for 2 months. In regards to this injury, it is a little bit concerning. The Mets are pushing back quite often. So what's the outtake here in regards to the plans for the New York Mets in regards to the pitching rotation? The Mets are interested in Jordan Montgomery. From what we are hearing, that the Mets are in communications with Jordan Montgomery. Now, in regards to what they're planning on doing, we still don't have a full confirmation just yet on where they're going, if the Mets are planning on getting him. But as of what I know right now, and have talked to Met officials, that the Mets are in very, very high pursuits in Jordan Montgomery. They want to be able to have a really nice, stable lineup. But as of what we know right now, that the Mets are not confident in Tyler McGill right now, and the Mets are not very confident in Luis Severino. So we're kind of still seeing where they want to go with that. I think if the Mets really need to, worry about depth, I would go with Montgomery, just because of the experience he is, and right now he's still put on the market. So if the Mets are planning on trying to do something there, I think that would be very beneficial for them to go out and get a guy like that. So if Jordan Montgomery will still be on the watch list, I think the Mets are going to do a really big deal here. Now, in regards to what sort of a contract they'll do, I'm hearing it would be a 2-year at 56. I know the money might sound very weird, but that's kind of where we're hearing at this moment in time, that it could be a 2-year at $56 million if they're going to do it. But I think here what the Mets need to do is don't go crazy. But I mean, is Jordan Montgomery a really good upgrade for Kodai Senga being put on the shelf as of right now? Yes. But, I mean, I'm not confident right now in Tyler McGill because I'm not. I mean, his last start was an eh. I didn't really like what he did. Even though going down the line, going down spring training, things might be just a little bit different. We could probably see a better start coming out of Tyler McGill. But, I mean, if this is what Tyler McGill is going to do each and every start, I want no part of it. I mean, Quintana, I think, is going to be fine. I do think that Tyler McGill will be all right. I mean, Tyler McGill has really good stuff. The problem is that it's in Tyler McGill's head. It really, really is. He's not getting the pitches that he needs. And what is very frustrating in watching him is that his pitch selection is very limited, and he's not going out there and changing things up where, again, he's not going. The problem here is that he's not going out there and he's not calling his own game. And I want to see Tyler McGill going out there and calling his own game. If he could go out there and call his own game, trust his stuff, I really do feel that he could be very successful here. However, he's not doing that. And you could clearly see he's getting frustrated on the mound. You cannot get frustrated on that mound. You get frustrated on the mound, you're going to lose all your confidence and all your controlling being put up there. Believe me, I know. I've been a pitcher. I've been there. Yes, it gets very frustrating being on the mound, but however, Tyler McGill needs to learn to go kumbaya. He needs to relax and not be so tensed up on that mound. I mean, I like the approach. We're able to see the approach on where he is on the mound. He's just not landing his pitches. And his controlling is all over the place. And what he needs to do is he needs to be able to control and work on it. I do know he has been working with the Mets pitching. He has been working with the guys down there. So I mean, and he has been working on some different pitches. Now it just goes based on where the Mets are going to go with this. And where they're going to go with him. Are they planning on jumping him down in the rotation? He's not going to be number one in the rotation. If I'm going to put anybody in the top rotation as of now, it would be Quintana. I don't know if they're going to go with Sean Manaea. I think Sean Manaea probably is going to get dropped down in the lineup too. Now, in regards to when you got today, Adrian Hauser is looking very promising. For last start, not a lot of people were able to see on what he was able to do last start. But Adrian Hauser is going to be my number one top of the rotation right now. If I'm going to pick anybody, that's who it's going to be. I like it. I like the control out of Adrian Hauser. He's picking up speed in his pitches, and we're only in probably his second start. I think this is his second start. But his first start looked really good. He was able to make good commands. He was able to have good control. I mean, 2-1 counts is I think it's like at, let me see. It's on 2-1 counts, he's at 25% on 2-1 counts. His angle of control is at 72. Oh, yeah, 70. So his angle on control is at 72%. So I mean, I like it. He's able to execute certain pitches. And not only that, he's got a new pitch in his repertoire. You're going to see that today. So, do the Mets have a really good starter in Adrian Hauser? He's going to be my guy. Do I think Quintana could be my guy too? Absolutely. I liked what I saw out of Quintana the other day. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Shomania. I like Shomania. I really do. I think he's going to be a good pitcher. Yesterday, he didn't have good control. He didn't have the control. He was too in the dirt a lot of the times. He wasn't having his commands together. He looked very like he wasn't planting his foot down. His foot was coming up. And this is what I talk about when it comes to pitching. These certain pitchers don't land their foot. You got to have really good footwork. If you don't have good footwork, you're not going to land and execute your pitches at 80% of the time. And what Adrian Hauser does, he's able to get that nice plant down with the back leg. A lot of these guys don't plant down very well in regards to that back leg. Now, if you look at Shomania yesterday, he was coming up too often, and what happened was he was throwing it so far into the dirt, gave up 2 wild pitches yesterday. He can't keep doing this each and every start. He does this each and every start. We have a problem, and don't get me wrong, I love my pitching coach. I do. I like him. You know, I worked with him. Me and him, we're exact same age. We play. Well, I didn't play exactly with him, but I know him. But I'll tell you, lots of work. I think the pitching rotation has a lot to do with being able to execute certain pitches. I think what the Mets have, they have a really nice playing field in regards to guys there. Luis Severino, I think, is going to be really good for the Mets. Again, his last start didn't look too bad. Lots of work to work there. I mean, his high speed pitches are coming in at 98 miles an hour. That's really great. And it's second start of the season. And then not Adrian Hauser. Then we have Quintana. I think Quintana is going to be really good this year. Expect to see him come up in the rotation probably in the next week or so. Then Shomania might get dropped down in the lineup. I would probably put him in my number 3. Adrian Hauser is going to be my number 1. Luis Severino, I would go with my number 2. Tyler McGill is going to be my 5th starter. I think what the Mets are going to do is they're going to go with a 6-man rotation. I mean, do I think the Mets have good pitching? They do. They got good pitching. They got good bullpen pitching. Yesterday, they were able to even though they lost, they were having good stabilization with the back end of the rotation. And then, obviously, you're going to see Diaz. I don't know if Diaz is going to be pitching in today's game, but hopefully we'll get to hear on if he will be later on in today's game. So that's my outtake on that. And then let's give you guys some other breaking news, which has come through, that the Mets pitcher in Max Kendricks has left yesterday's game with a hamstring strain and will be down for a while, from what we are hearing. I think Carlos Mendoza talked to the press on that yesterday, but they were saying that he was supposed to be into a slot somewhere. Don't know exactly if he was going to be into the starting rotation somewhere. But from what we know is that it's a strain. He should be out a couple of weeks. They are also sitting him out as well. So that's my analysis there. Now, if you guys would like to see today's game, we got the New York Mets versus the Houston Astros. Game does start at 1:10. We got Adrian Hauser on the mound. And then for Houston Astros, we got Jose Uralde for the Houston Astros. If you'd like to see today's game, it is on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. You can hear all the latest reactions, news feeds, and more by going to our website at MetsXMFanZone MetsXMFanZonePodcast.org. I would like to thank you guys for watching here on our show today, and we would like to thank our partners in Path. If you guys would like to get some really nice hydration, we're talking purified water, really good electrolytes, Path is definitely the way to go, and you can get it in all of your grocery stores. It has really good hydration, keeps you energized throughout the whole entire day. I love it. I drink it all the time. You guys can get Path. Also, to all of our shopping people, and we're talking to women, if you guys would like to purchase all of our gear that's in our show today, you guys can do that by going to MetsXMFanZone.org/shop. We have some really cool base Met t-shirts. We would like to thank SB Authentics for showing out all the gear. They are a brand new MLB merchandiser. Absolutely great. And they have been proud supporters of our channel for quite some time. So we would like to thank SB Authentics for getting all of our gear on our show. That is a wrap-up for today. Again, if you guys would like to see today's stream, Mets versus the Houston Astros, you guys can go to our website at MetsXMFanZone.org. I would like to thank you guys for watching. Be safe, be well, and let's go Mets.